In the Landlord special, we highlight a terrible landlord so that you won't be one. Today's Landlord special post is just an image, and we'll show it to you now.
Be warned, you will be haunted by this.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
This is a wasp nest that someone just painted over. It looks like something from the Upside Down, if you're familiar with Stranger Things. And I personally am afraid.
It is a bit horrifying. Because it's painted the same color as what looks like this cinder block wall, it looks like it is a creature coming out of the wall.
Yes.
That might eat you if you get too close. This is wild. So they painted over the wasp's nest, but you can see like the entry points, I guess, over here on the left, meaning wasps are still actively living there.
Well, what you don't know, Jonathan, is this is actually part of a bigger strategy. The wasps got a great deal on their rent.
This is the rental within the rental.
Yeah, it's a rental within
Honestly,
a rental.
Genius. We not so long ago we covered a different landlord special. A landlord who discovered that there were bees in his tenant's walls and then kind of just said, "Hey tenant, just so you know, that's there. Bye," and sort of left it. So this is similar, but, and I can tell you this from experience, wasp nests are really easy to remove. they just kind of fall off the wall when you hit them with a broomstick. You could do that.
You could do that. You can even spray poison first. I don't often recommend poison as a solution to these kinds of issues.
No, but we can all agree wasps are some of nature's villains.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Regardless of their pollinator status, which sometimes comes up in debates about bugs between us.
Wasps I don't care so much for.
Okay.
Moths are a different
Get outta
story.
here.
I'm a
Get
fan
outta
of
here.
moths. Krista hates them.
They're my enemy.
She thinks they're out to eat her hair or
No,
something.
get in my mouth. It's
Okay,
gross.
well, they are, and
I
they
hate
will
that.
succeed.
I hate that. But literally, I think it's more work to paint over
Yes.
a wasp's nest
Absolutely.
than it is to just take it down.
And especially seeing this, that I assume the whole thing was covered in white paint at one point, but the wasps have, I don't know, eaten through it to keep coming and going from their home, which means this was already an active wasp nest when the landlord decided, I'm just going to paint over that, whatever that is.
Which, like, okay, is there? I would assume that there is some kind of liability issue here. Like, if you clearly knew that there's a wasp's nest because you had to have it painted over, and if your tenant gets stung and they're allergic, or even if they just get stung and I don't know, they get hurt from that.
Yeah, there's no way that this is going to stand up in court. A landlord saying, I didn't know it was there. You painted over it.
I just thought it was the wall. Don't all of our walls get bumpy sometimes?
Sometimes they reach out and try and bite you. They just paint over it.
Just paint over it.
Move on with your day.
Uh-huh.
All right, so what should the landlord have done?
Not this. They should have, if you're afraid of flying creatures, I empathize. I, too, am afraid of flying creatures.
Krista is crippled with anxiety about flying creatures.
Well, it's just in general. But also flying creatures. But, like, did you know you can hire someone to come to your house to remove bugs?
Yeah.
They're called exterminators, and they're freaking great. So I'd highly recommend calling someone in there, getting that taken down. Because, as you mentioned, I mean, clearly wasps going in and out, right? Even if there weren't, they will come back to existing hovels and just take it over again.
Yeah.
So you are not solving any issues. You are just making it look, I'll say it, hideous.
Oh, no. Shots fired.
Come find me, landlord.
Yeah, in just the logistics of painting over this thing, wasps' nests are normally not very structurally sound. They're like, they're kind of like papery in texture. Like you knock one off and you can stomp on it and it just kind of deflates. And the thought of painting over that, you're giving it rigidity, first of all. You're giving it power.
Strength.
But on top of that, it just doesn't seem like a thing that you would even want to paint over. It's probably crunching up as you're painting it, with every paint stroke.
Yeah, and it looks like it's thick. Like they really
That's a thick
coated
boy.
it on
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it out. Put your resources and efforts towards something better. Like, I don't know, fixing the cracks in the wall directly next to the wasp's nest. Don't be this guy, please. This is horrible. This is ugly. It is dangerous. And How do you expect a tenant to feel when they go into this room and they see this? If you don't respect your property, why the hell should they?
I don't know. I'm coming around.